What should you never have to apologize for? Not being there for your boss/co-workers when you're on vacation, sick leave, or on a personal day. Leaving an employer as well. They would drop you in a heartbeat. If they can fire you without warning, you should be able to quit without warning. If they require you to give 2 weeks notice before quitting, they should have to give you 2 weeks notice when firing you. I think the 2-week notice is just a courtesy to your employer. I don't think it's actually legally required. Bumping into a mannequin at a mall. I'm Canadian. Can't do that, sorry. Checks out. Did you apologize after bumping into the mannequin? Enforcing your boundaries. Agree, people get butthurt when you don't let them walk all over. Chillit W is Jew st a j o, d ude. No, it wasn't. This resonates with me so much, when it gets heated and are more personal and I raise my voice and they just laugh it off as I'm overreacting. So fucking annoying. Standing up for myself. FR people will treat me like a psychopath even if I have every right to defend myself. This is why I try staying quiet in bad situations. Standing up. Asking for help. 100% I feel obligated to never ask for help because I feel as though I'll burden others, but this is just a curse. Many of my team find it really rewarding to help people. I think most people feel this way. My team? I don't like people thinking I need help. I guess my reason's a little more selfish. Telling the truth in a difficult/awkward situation. Telling the truth is not always the right thing to do. People conceal things from each other for good reasons. But if in an awkward situation, it's better to just be honest. Saying no. I've been stabbed, please could you call me an ambulance? Nah. Edit, not sorry. Hello, an ambulance, how are you? No. Walking away from a toxic individual or situation. I don't like stepping on other one's shit, and I don't believe that it's a good reason for hate. Username checks out? We all hate people, just not always feel that. I didn't say anything about hate. Walking away from something or someone isn't always about hate. Not being attracted to someone. In accompaniment to this, being attracted to someone. There's nothing wrong with that, aside from kids, duh, but some people act like you've done something wrong when you like them. I'll never understand it. As long as they leave you alone when you know, it shouldn't be something that's held against them. Thank you. A girl you don't really have interest in almost throws herself at you, you do literally nothing, like lead her on to boost your ego or being mean to her, and suddenly you're a pretentious asshole or gay. As an asexual, I concur. Standing up for yourself. Having boundaries. Abuse. Any type of abuse, whether it be physical, emotional, ect. You should never apologize for it. If anyone who had been abused is reading this post, know that abuse is never your fault. What you went through was not your fault. People apologizing for someone else's wrongdoing or when they're being abused is usually a very unhealthy defense mechanism, and it's extremely hard to drop these kinds of habits. Skeptical. Well, you abuse someone, you should probably apologize in some way. They're talking about the victims, my man. Yes, but it was not clear from the start. For something you haven't done. What if it's something that you had to do, perhaps a task that was due? Little Johnny, ma'am, will I be punished for something I haven't done? Teacher, of course not, why do you ask? Little Johnny, because I haven't done my homework. Your likes and preferences. I mean, as long as they don't harm other people or society as a whole. Existing. Your scars. Something's happened and now you've got some scars. You shouldn't have to apologize or feel ashamed, they're just healed skin. If anyone has a problem with your scars or finds them disgusting, then that's a whole lot of their problem and not yours. You just keep rocking it cause you survived and you're still just as awesome. When have you ever had to or felt the need to apologize for scars? Frown. Burned myself cooking a bat. Posted it online and the media started demanding an apology for some epidemic or something. Well, at least you didn't eat it raw. They carry this stuff called COVID-19. Standing up for yourself when you have been disrespected for too long. For how you feel. I think bigots should apologize for how they feel, and mean people too. You can't change how someone feels. They should apologize for action because of those feelings, but feelings are feelings and there isn't much that can be done that doesn't take a long time and a ton of work. Not saying they shouldn't work to make themselves better people, just that feelings are hard to justify apologizing for since there isn't much you can do about them in the moment. Sure, but if they did that, they wouldn't really be bigots/mean, eh? Taking the last donut. My entire family will never take the last anything. There's always one or two of everything left over, no exceptions. Canadian? Carrot. Maybe. Waves in Albertan. Your face. I'm sorry. Deleted. 4 here, barely squeaking by. This is why I am 100% okay with still wearing a mask in public. People don't have to see my face and I don't have to apologize for showing it. Being sexually violated. Or, for being socially weird in all the ways that being sexually violated will make you. But people don't think about how common that is, they just mock you for being weird. In some ways, the future difficulty making lasting, healthy bonds with people is way worse than the violation itself. Got assaulted once at a party but, thankfully people were supporting of me when I told them. I've thankfully never experienced the whole victim blaming thing and my heart breaks for those who get told it's their fault. Something you didn't do. I didn't do dishes today. Well then you don't have to apologize for doing the dishes. Not wanting a hug from someone. Where my hug it though? This is so huge. I have never been a hugger and it chips my beef when someone invades my personal space, grabs me without consent, then behaves as if my discomfort is wrong. PFFFT. I am not a hugger either. The worst ones for me are the relatives you see a few times a year that know you don't like hugging but think they are an exception. For being better at something than someone, and being promoted over someone else for it. You said it. Anything that is beyond your control. Having an opinion different to someone else's. Standing up for yourself. Speaking out. Being smarter than other people. I have been mocked far too often for my vocabulary. You say hall but I say corridor. I'm not trying to be fancy, it's just how my brain works. Telling the truth. Saying no. The way your voice sounds, squeaky, monotone, etc. Not drinking. Mental illness. Or indeed any illness. Never apologize if you're 100% certain you're right. Being black. Being any race.